Hey y'all, welcome back. Welcome back, guys. I think I've decided to name her Mama Leanne instead of Auntie Leanne because she just gives mama vibes. And with that being said, this one is for all the mamas. This is Mom Comedy from Leanne Morgan. Let's see what she has to say.
I've had 3 beautiful children that I'm in love with. I have a son who is 14 years old now. I cannot believe it. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I have 2 little girls that are 11 and 9.
Oh.
And my baby child is in 4th grade now. I cannot believe it. When she went to kindergarten a few years back, that was going to be the first time that I was going to be by myself all day long from 8 to 3, all by myself.
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Where's the wine?
I nearly grieved myself to death. I thought, Lord, what am I going to do with all this time on my hands?
She said she nearly grieved this time. And it's like, yeah, at first. And then you realize I can go to Target. I can get lunch and no one's asking me for anything, pulling on my leg. Here's the thing. So I've reacted to a video of her not too long ago. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to pull up the baby monitor because the baby is asleep while I'm filming. Speaking of kids. And she said her baby child was 20. And in this video, her baby child is 9. So she's been around a long time. And I don't know why it's now, literally almost 2 years into my channel, that I'm finding out about this lady. But I think she is a delight. And I haven't done a ton of research on her success. But I hope that she is wildly successful. I do know that she's got some books. I just think like everyone needs a Leanne in their life. And that's why I'm like, she's Mama Leanne. I bet all her kids' friends, no matter how old her kids are now, because if she has a 9 and 11 and a 14-year-old, and most recently her 9-year-old is now 20, that means she has at least a 20, 22, and a 25-year-old. Ooh, don't check the math on that. Y'all know math is not my ministry, okay? Judge somebody else. But I bet all of them in their 20s, their friends still call her Mama Leanne. Like, I bet, because she just has that motherly aura, persona, quality, and accent about her. I love her. Mama Leanne. All right, let's get back into it.
Thought, Lord, what am I going to do with all this time on my hands? I hope I don't get hooked on whiskey and start honky-tonking.
Oh!
About 3 weeks into kindergarten, I was like,
She found her stride.
Birthday,
Go to school. Get
now
on the
I
bus.
Get a pap smear without somebody sitting on my head.
What did I say? What did I say? What did I say?
I'll never forget the day that I found out about her, and I feel terrible about it now. But I was overwhelmed. I knew something wasn't right. I didn't feel good. I thought, oh my gosh, surely I'm not pregnant this quick, this soon. And you know when you gotta know something, you gotta know it right then. I had no right then. I grabbed up my 2 babies and diaper bag and all that stuff you take with you everywhere you go, and I went to the Walmart.
This is an unprecedented event here on the BrittReacts channel. It is sometime later. That reaction you just saw me go to was my child climbing out of his crib and falling. And y'all already know, you get the bloopers here. I never edit my content. But in this, I also never start over a video. Like, you just get what you get. But in this instance, I thought about starting it over. But the irony of this being a mom comedy video and this lady talking about her children and this happening just felt like an organic moment. I don't feel shameful or afraid because it is just what happens as a parent. And if you are a parent or know a parent, and you guys know how real of a moment it is. Anyway, I stopped filming. I immediately called my husband. He came home from work, inspected the baby to make sure, there were no lumps, bruises. We checked his mouth, his ear, like everything, because I was afraid to put him back down for a nap, obviously, if he hit his head, which I'm pretty sure he hit the side of his head. My husband came home, my husband who is an athlete, a coach, and is well-versed in physical therapy and all the things. He is the go-to boo-boo manager around here. As far as like, if anyone gets injured, he's our go-to guy. He inspected the baby. It's been about an hour. The baby ate lunch, crawled around, played. It seems totally fine. So I'm happy to say he is now actually, and the main thing is my husband came home and dropped his crib down. So his crib is now lower, but he is in his crib sleeping. Happy to report. But I just my husband's like, so what are you going to do? You have to like refilm the intro. And I'm like, no, I'm a minute and 40 seconds in. And I think it's hilarious. Not the action that happened, but that it happened while I'm filming a video by Mama Leanne called Mom Comedy, because this, friends, is the most hilariously traumatic job I've had in my life, being a parent. Anyway, I'm going to rewind it back just a few seconds, but I had to like keep it real with y'all and let y'all know, because I think the last thing I did was, and I stopped the camera. So welcome to the real.
My two babies and diaper bag and all that stuff you take with you everywhere you. I'm not pregnant this quick, this soon. And you know when you got to know something, you got to know it right then. I had no right then.
Right then.
I grabbed up my two babies and diaper bag and all that stuff you take with you everywhere you go, and I went to the Walmart in the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains.
In the foothills of Appalachia.
And I bought an EPT pregnancy test, and I took it in the stall at Walmart.
Oh, she was stressed.
And I tinkled on it. And my 3-year-old boy looked at me. He said, "What, is it positive?"
Why would he know that? Why would he know that?
And it was. So I drove home just as fast as I could. And I called my husband at work. And I said, "You're trying to kill me, aren't you? With a slow vaginal death. Is that what?
Slow
You're trying
vaginal death.
Well, you're not going to. You better get home right now, because I'm going to walk out in the woods and let the animals eat me."
Oh, what's wrong with this lady? For anyone who thought she said she was going to go to an abortion clinic, I bet not only did you think that, but you never thought she said she was going to walk out into the woods and let an animal eat her. Like, what? It's such a random, ridiculous thing to say. And yes, did I just realize that the video is not even up on the screen? And am I editing this? No. Because this is how unhinged, this is the most Monday's Thursday I've ever had in my life. Oh my gosh, y'all didn't miss much. She was just telling a story. You could hear it. I promise you I'm back. I'm back and I'm here. I'm okay. Everything's fine. Just so you can see her say it.
You better get home right now, because I'm going to walk out in the woods and let the animals eat me. But let me explain to y'all why I was so torn up. I had a 13-month-old baby girl in diapers and a 3-year-old little boy.
That's
in Superman
and one in school. Fanny!
With doo-doo balls falling out. At the grocery store.
I wish she would have said at the Walmart.
Oh, my Lord. Did anybody see that? I don't have anything in my purse to pick it up with. Is some little child gonna think it's a milk dud?
This is parenting. This is parenting.
Let's just keep
We're
on
all
moving, everybody.
suffering.
Just keep on moving. But God knew better than I did, because she's been a doll baby, but she's ruined. And I know I'm the one who did it. I was tired.
So she's got 4. I thought the littlest one in this story, in the beginning of the story, was the youngest. So she's got, my math is way off, because the littlest wasn't even born at the beginning of this story. Wow. This is parenthood. We're all just one, sad story after another. I'm sorry, it wiped me out at doo-doo balls. I wish she would have said the Walmart, because in my experience, people who are from the country, rural areas, say the Walmart. They do. It's like, I gotta go to the Walmart. I wish she would have said the Walmart, but it doesn't matter, because the visual of the little boy in his Spider-Man or Superman, I think she says Superman panties and doo-doo balls falling out, is not only the realest thing I've ever heard, but it's hilarious. And there's just something so childishly funny about the word, like doo-doo. Don't you think?
And I know I'm the one who did it. I was tired
Touche.
and beat down. So, anybody here who has more than two, you know, good night by that third and fourth one. You got to let them do what they got to do.
I'm that way with my second one that just tossed himself out of a crib.
She still cries over anything. She cries because she knows she gets her way. I said, what's she crying about? She wants your toy. Well, just give it to her.
Right. Her toy.
I can't deal with it.
So real. So real. It's funny because it's real.
She's a quirky little thing and fun. She enjoys office work. And for Santa Claus this past Christmas, she wanted a filing cabinet.
Oh.
And
I remember this. I saw a clip of this, and now I'm glad I get the full context of it. We get to know which child she like. This is great. This was a funny little bit right here. The little bit of
this
it.
Past Christmas, she wanted a filing cabinet, and that's what she wanted. And she likes, you know, big tape dispensers and all that kind of stuff. And in our house, she has offices set up all over our house.
Oh no, I didn't see this.
And she's always talked to herself, and we like to sneak and watch her because she'll be doing office work. And she has her little Barbie phone and cell phones and old cordless phones, and she'll be calling people up and chewing them out over the phone. She says, well, if you can't get this order in, I'm taking my business elsewhere. She says she wants to work for Geico when she gets older. For her 8th birthday, you know how mamas will call you and say, what's she into? What can I get her? And I said, she needs office supplies.
Printer paper, binders.
My oldest daughter has turned 11, and she's in 6th grade in middle school. And I can tell that puberty is beginning with her. She's crazy. And
$3 and one boy. God bless it.
She's mean as a snake. And we're scared to death of her, but we just tiptoe around her. She cries a lot. She doesn't know why, and she tells us, I don't know why I'm crying. And we just try to get through it. But I'm telling you, she can run a household. She's a grown woman. She has been ever since she got here. So I said, you're going to have to...
the first daughter.
Come.
This is something I see often. If you are a girl and you are the oldest, then you just were born into, it was your birthright. The responsibility was your birthright, and you are just the most responsible. Like you could like what she's saying is so true. My daughter is my firstborn, and she's 9. She hasn't gotten to where we're entering, preteen, I like to say. But some of these things are starting to show up. But she is a fierce, nurturer, with my youngest. She'll be like, I'll take him. Last night we went out to eat with a friend, and I was trying to get stuff into go boxes and get the bill paid. And she goes, I'll take him, Mom. And she held him for me while I did all that. It's just our birthright. I am the technical oldest of my 3 brothers. I had an older sibling. She passed away. And so I grew up the oldest daughter. And the way these boys call me for any and everything, particularly of the monetary sort, but advice about everything. The way I was making meals at 8, I'm just saying. It happens.
Woman, she has been ever since she got here. So I said, you're going to have to come in here, baby. I said, your daddy's going to take care of y'all. I'm going to Nashville for 3 days.
I know that's right.
Crying.
Oh!
I said, what's wrong? She said, don't leave us with him. He doesn't know where the food is. I said, well, that's why you're in charge.
Right.
And she is. God love her. But my girls are emotional, and I don't mean to talk about them because I love them, and I know they'll visit me in the nursing home. But they are lunatics. My husband says they're psycho, and they need therapy. And I'll give you all an example. I can be in the pickup line at school, and this has happened when they were in first grade, and it happens every day when I pick them up at school now. I'm sitting in the pickup line, and I can see them come out, and they are in a good mood.
But as soon as they get in the car. But as soon as they get in the car.
And they're goosing each other and giggling and doing and talking and having a good time. They're waving to the teachers and the principal. See you tomorrow. Okay. Then they come over to my vehicle.
School was so terrible. I hate school.
Shut the door. My 11-year-old take her backpack and sling it and hit me in the back of the head. Every day she says something like this. I'm starving to death.
I'm so hungry.
Piece of cheese in this car.
Piece of cheese.
Your driving's making me cars.
Y'all. I'm like triggered by the honesty in this because it's so true. And I don't think my kid in preschool, kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade was getting picked up from school and fully expected a snack and cold beverage in my car every day. Is it my fault? Yes, I set myself up for failure. She's young. I'm like, she needs a snack. School is hard. But I set the tone and the bar is so high, gosh darn it. We're homeschooling now. So now she just eats me out of house and home all day. So it doesn't matter. Baby, the expectation. Like, why were you able to go through school, after school, and somehow you get in my car and now you are famished to where if I forget a snack or if I'm coming from somewhere not home before I come get her and I forget the snack, the 3-minute drive home is literally hell on wheels. We're all living the same tragic life. These kids run us, guys.
Your
They
driving's
rule
making
us.
me car sick.
Look at the disgust on her
I
face.
hate her. Why'd you have her? And then my baby will be sitting up there in a daze. She'll be going, Mama, Mama, Mama. Mama, 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 Mama.
I change my name from Mom once a week.
What?
Call me Susan, please.
Mama, Mama, Mama. What? I'm listening. She asked me some of the craziest things. One day she said to me, did Jesus ever have head lice? How do you answer something like that? I said, well, baby, if he did, I know he healed it.
Period.
And then my girls be whipping each other in the back seat and telling each other how bad they hate each other and they wished each other were dead. And then my sweet boy will come out. He'll get in and he'll say, they're building a new Home Depot up on 281. Just as happy-go-lucky. He's just like this. He's been like that all of his life. He's 14. He's never sassed me. I know people say it's coming. I'm telling you, I don't think it will. And I'm in love with him. My husband says I have an unhealthy obsession.
I feel this.
him.
I feel this. I feel
Whatever.
this so deeply. I can't deny it.
He's the only one of all my family that doesn't give me any crap. So yes, I am in love with him. And that doll, we want the best for him and we want the best for these children. We want them to be involved in sports. Keep them off of dope.
The way her shows, her story flows. This, I think, is the longest clip I've watched of her, but the way that flowed was so effortlessly. And you know it so because it was all true. Like the lady is just recanting her life and mixed in with that deep Southern drawl, the good pauses, her facial expressions. It's gold. I believe this so true. Like everyone warned me, when you have a boy, the difference is just unreal. I think the biggest thing is like my daughter is literally me. She is me. And so I'm dealing with me back at me. And that is a challenge because I'm a challenge. But the sweetest little boy that just flipped out of his crib, he's a menace, but just, no, I love him. I love them both. Let's not get it twisted. But I agree, that boy energy right there. But I do think he gonna sass me because he's already sassing me. So one can't relate, Leanne. I think this lady is incredible. I'm sorry for how topsy-turvy this reaction was, but you get what you get, and you don't pitch a fit here on BrittReacts channel, all right? I am so glad you came and enjoyed this with me. This really was the laugh I needed. My nerves were wrecked. I'm not going to lie to y'all. But I love that this is a safe space for me and that I feel safe enough to be honest with you guys. All right. Wish me well. Pray for my little nugget. He's sleeping. He is breathing. I can see it on his monitor. We have a Nanit. Go get one. Nanit, sponsor me because y'all are amazing. And I watch my baby while I react on the Nanit. It is incredible. And you can see your children's heart rate, the temperature of the room, the humidity in the room. It's fantastic. Anywho, I love y'all. Thank you so much. Be kind to me. Be kind to others. Be kind to yourself and go and have the day you deserve. Parents, we're in this together.